Judge Aileen Cannon made a decision this week, issued a ruling, set a schedule, whatever you want to call it here. But it's so insane that I firmly believe at this point the only solution to Judge Cannon is to impeach her and remove her from the bench. Now, one of the things that Cannon did, and I talked about this over at Ring of Fire, is that she went ahead and set a hearing and gave Donald Trump 2 weeks to come up with a reason why she should allow him to continue lying and saying that Biden tried to kill him when the FBI searched Mar-a-Lago. She gave him 2 weeks to justify that lie. Instead of just saying, no, it's a lie, it's BS, I don't want to hear your more lies to justify the lie, she actually let him, okay, maybe you can still tell the lie to me and tell me why you should tell a lie. That's basically what she said. But that's not the worst thing she did this week. Nope. Not only has she set hearings for the week of June 21st, but she has also delayed indefinitely all other hearings that were already pending. Those are now off the schedule completely. And then in the hearings that will be taking place on June 21st, starting June 21st, she has agreed to allow some of Donald Trump's friends and allies from around the country to come in and testify on his behalf. And what are they going to be testifying about? Well, they're going to be testifying about why Jack Smith should never have been appointed special prosecutor, and of course, why the FBI shouldn't have gone to Mar-a-Lago, and therefore all the evidence they gathered at Mar-a-Lago, which is literally all the evidence in the case, should be dismissed. She is letting people not connected to the case come into the courtroom, and each of them will have 30 minutes to speak and explain to her that even though they're not connected, even though they haven't seen the evidence, they're going to tell her why all of this is bogus, all of this is BS, and she should immediately remove Jack Smith and dismiss the case. That's not a thing that ever happens, folks. This is unprecedented. To allow outside parties to come in and testify in a hearing about why the prosecutor should be removed and the whole case should be dismissed. Now, it's one thing to accept amicus briefs, right? That happens all the time. You get people who like the prosecution, people who like the defense, they'll file an amicus brief saying, hey, these people are right, these people are wrong, here's why. That's normal. That happens all the time. Allowing these non-connected individuals to come into a courtroom and actually speak, that doesn't happen. That simply doesn't happen. That is an abuse of the judicial system. It is clear favoritism to Donald Trump because guess what? All of these outside groups that she is allowing to come into her courtroom, not one of them is for the prosecution. Not one. All of them are going in to argue why Jack Smith shouldn't be allowed to do this job, why it was illegal for the DOJ to appoint a special prosecutor. Two of the people that she's bringing in, former U.S. Attorney General Edwin Meese and former U.S. Attorney General Michael Mukasey. Both Republicans, both appointed by Republicans, and they're part of a group of so-called friends of the court that side with Trump and whom Cannon will hear from. There's 3 other groups that will be allowed to argue in addition to Justice Department and defendants' lawyers for 30 minutes each, according to the court record, and Meese and Mukasey have special insight to share with the judge, they say, given their former roles leading the DOJ. It's like, oh, Judge, we got some special insight. We know your special insight. You've said it in interviews. You say that Jack Smith shouldn't be special prosecutor because you don't like it. That's not special insight. That's your political opinion. It's not a legal opinion. The DOJ is allowed to appoint people to be special prosecutors. That's a thing that happens. Hey, guess what? By the way, y'all also did that while you were serving as Attorney General. You going to bring that up? Is the judge going to ask you about that? The only solution, due to this egregious abuse of power and absolute corruption of the justice system itself, the only solution is for the House and Senate to impeach and remove, respectively, this woman from the bench. She cannot serve. She either is too stupid to be able to do the job because she doesn't know she's not allowed to do that, or she's so biased that she is allowing this abuse of justice to happen. Either way, Either one of those is grounds for removal. So if the Democrats take back the House in this year's election and they retain the Senate, first order of business, no matter how this trial plays out, impeach and remove Judge Aileen Cannon. That's issue number one next time Democrats are in power. Hey everybody, I don't know if you've noticed this, but we are closing in on a pretty major milestone here at Fair and Balanced as we approach 500,000 subscribers. But we're not there yet, and we definitely need your support. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel, and don't forget, like and comment on the videos and share them as widely as possible.